Now dear student, we are going to discuss question number 1.33. In this question it is given to you a particle of mass small m and charge minus q enters the region between two charge placed initially moving along x-axis, okay, with speed vx. The length of plate is L and a uniform electric field E is maintained between plates so that the vertical deflection of the particle at far edge of a plate is this one. Clear? So now concentrate on a screen. Let's suppose, my dear student, I am assuming here two plates. Let's suppose this is one plate and let's suppose here we have second plate. Listen carefully what I am saying to you. Let's suppose here we have positive charge and let's suppose here we have negative charge. Clear? Actually a charged particle that enters between these two plates. So I am assuming, let's suppose a minus q charge is entering from this side and this is very close to this plate. Clear? So definitely we can say electric field is actually acting in the downward direction because electric field is always from positive plate to negative plate. So we can say this is E. Yes or no? So when negative charge particle enter from this side, definitely we can see a force will act on this charged particle and it will move like this. Yes or no? Because we can see here a force will act on this charged particle in an upward direction because this is negative charge. So can we calculate here value of acceleration of this charged particle in vertical direction? Yes, we can write like this: force, this is acting in a y direction, this is QE, but QE in what direction? Upward direction. Clear? If we are not taking the direction into consideration, you will write here minus. Clear? But I am saying I already assume that force, this is acting on this charged particle in vertical upward direction. Clear? So we can write like this is m times of ay. Clear? So from here we can say ay, this is given by QE by m. Clear? In this question it is given length of this plate is given to you, this is L. Clear? So we can say in horizontal direction this charged particle is having velocity Vx. So let's suppose from this point to this point the total time taken is t. Clear? So we can write like this because in a horizontal direction there is no external force is acting. So we can write like this: Sx equal to Ux into t. Clear? Sx is given to you, this is L, it is equal to Ux. Ux we can say this is equal to Vx and multiplied with t. Clear? So we can write like this: t, this should be given by L upon Vx. Clear? So now we can apply here equation of motion because in vertical direction we have a constant acceleration, q, e and m all are fixed. Clear? So we can write like this: Sy this is given by Uyt plus 1 by 2 Ayt square. Clear? So initial velocity in vertical direction we have 0, so this is 0 plus 1 by 2. Acceleration in y direction, this is QE by m, and total time taken. So in a horizontal direction from this point to this point the total time taken is same as it is going in a vertical direction. So we can say time is what? This is L upon Vx whole square. Clear? So this is our objective in this question, is to calculate deflection. So let's suppose I am assuming deflection in the vertical direction is y. Clear? So we can write like this: y, this should be equal to QE, this is L square upon, we can write like this, 2 m, and this is Vx square. Clear? So we have to prove only this deflection. So this is our proved we can say proved expression. Clear? QEL square upon 2m Vx square. Clear to everyone? So like this you can apply concept of we can say motion in a straight line. Yes or no? Or actually this is a motion in a plane because particle is going in an x direction as well as in y direction. Clear? So actually you can assume it's just like a motion of a projectile motion. Yes or no? And definitely if we compare this motion of a projectile in a gravitational field, if you throw any particle like this, clear, and we can say here this particle actually move like this if we talk about gravitational field. But most important part, we have electrostatic force is very large compared to gravitational field that we have already seen. Clear? So we can say in comparison to gravitational force, electrostatic force is very large. So we are actually neglecting here gravitational force effect. Yes or no? So this is all about this question.